Hi, my name is Alessandra Palomba. My student number is N41382954. And today I will be presenting my personal and professional development journey in health and social care. Through this presentation, I will explore how I have developed my core personal and employability skills with a focus of compassion, values, and professional behavior. This journey has not only strengthened my effectiveness as a practitioner, but also shaped my identity with a fast evolving sector. I will share how I responded to change in the sector, deepened my reflective practice, and continuously worked on improving my employability. My aim is to demonstrate how this change will impact my ability to deliver meaningful person-centered care. The health and social care sector is experiencing rapid change, driven by technological advancement, growing awareness in mental health, and increasing diversity among service users. In such a dynamic environment, it's not enough to rely solely on technical knowledge. Practitioners must develop emotional intelligence, flexibility, and ethical awareness to effectively respond to service user needs. This presentation is structured around three learning outcomes: how I have adapted my personal practice to align with sector developing, how reflective practice has shaped my growth, and how I have strengthened key employability traits such as compassion, value, and workplace behavior. Through critical self-analysis and real example, I will highlight the challenge I have faced, how I have overcome them, and the lesson I have learned along the way. As the sector faces mounting pressure from mental health crisis to workforce shortage and digitalization, our rules must expand and adapt. A significant turning point for me was recognizing the growing importance of mental health awareness. I observed how many service users were presenting with anxiety, depression, and trauma, often interviewed with other care needs. To respond effectively, I understood certified mental health first aid training. I undertook this training, and this taught me how to identify early signs of emotional distress, how to offer immediate support, and how to refer appropriately. At the same time, digital systems like electronic health record were becoming essential. I invested time in learning how to navigate this platform, understanding how to improve accuracy, streamline workflow, and enhance communication across multidisciplinary teams. Both of these areas, mental health knowledge and digital proficiency, have directly shaped my ability to provide responsive, modern care that reflects current best practice. This development have had a transformative effect on my day-to-day practice. Using electronic systems has helped reduce duplication, prevent error, and allow me to access information faster, enabling quicker decisions and better outcome for service users. The mental health training helped me to take a more holistic approach to care, understanding the physical health is often closely linked to emotional and physiological well-being. Of course, these changes weren't always easy. I initially found digital platform intimidating. I worried about making mistakes or slowing down the process. But through hands-on training, shadowing more experienced staff, and asking for support when needed, I gradually built confidence. Now I view change and opportunities, not a threat. This experience taught me the adaptability and willingness to learn are critical in the profession. Reflection is the bridge between experience and learning. is what allows us to turn everyday encounter into meaningful professional developing. I have embraced structural reflective model, particularly Gibbs reflective cycle, to evaluate my action and emotion in different scenarios. This has helped me identify both strengths and area for improvement. I have also started keeping a reflective journal where I note down the learning point from challenging situations. This has improved my self-awareness and allowed me to approach situations more truthfully. Through regular supervision sessions, I have been encouraged to share reflection openly, leading to constructive feedback and deeper insight. This habit helped me ensure that my actions remain aligned with ethical standards and sector expectations. One case that really pushed me to reflect involved a service user who became distressed during a care review meeting. I thought I had communicated everything clearly, but the service user left the session visibly upset and confused. Initially, I felt defensive. I thought I had done everything right. But lately, using Gibbs' reflective cycle, I examined the situation more objectively. I realized that I had used too much technical language and I didn't take the time to ensure the service user fully understood the plan. From this reflection, I learned how crucial it is to adapt communication style and check for understanding. I also recognize that anxiety can affect how people process information. As a result, I attended a communication skill workshop and began practicing technique like teach back, where service users explain information in their own words. Since then, my communication has improved significantly, and I become more confident and emotionally charged in the situation. Compassion is more than just empathy. It's the ability to understand someone's situation and take appropriate action to alleviate their distress. Over time, I learned that compassion can be expressed in many small but meaningful ways. Staying with the service user a little longer when they're anxious, offering a calming tone, and advocating on their behalf when they feel unheard. A particularly moving experience was supporting a young person experiencing anxiety ahead of a hospital appointment. I noticed they were withdrawn and uneasy, rather than rushing through the routine. I sat with them, acknowledged their fears, and patiently explained what to expect. They later told me that simply having someone stay and talk made them feel like human again, not just another number in the system. This reminded me that compassion can transform experience and outcome, and I reaffirmed why I chose this profession. My practice is firmly in key health and social care value: respect, dignity, autonomy, and inclusion. I demonstrate this through clear communication, maintaining confidentiality, respecting boundaries, and ensuring that every individual feels heard and valued. In team setting, I have committed to collaboration, active listening, and supporting shared goals. I always try to model professionalism, showing up prepared, treating colleagues with respect, and being accountable for my action. I received feedback from peers that my respectful attitude and consistent communication style contribute to a positive work environment. I believe that how we treat one another behind the scene is just as important as how we treat service users. That's how culture is shaped. Looking back, I see clear growth in several key employability areas. My communication is more confident, clearer, and tailored to diverse service user needs. I have become a stronger team player, able to both support others and seek help when needed. My problem solving has improved, particularly in time-sensitive and emotional unchanged scenarios. However, I know I'm still developing. I have identified leadership and conflict resolution as two areas where I'd like to grow. These are skills that will become increasingly important as I take one more responsibility. To address this, I enrolled a leadership course and sought a mentor to help guide me. These are intentional steps toward developing into a well-rounded, future-ready practitioner. In conclusion, my journey in health and social care has been shaped by commitment to learning, reflection, and compassion, developing my understanding of sector change, investing in mental health awareness, embracing technology, and honing my reflective skill have all contributed to me confident, responsive practice. Most importantly, my compassion and commitment to value, like respect and equality, continue to guide every interaction I have. I recognize that development doesn't stop. It's a lifelong process, as I need of our community evolve. I'm committed to stay informed, reflecting deeply, and growing professionally so I can continue delivering safe, ethical, and personal-centered care. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you.